Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when it comes to the issue of drug abuse, Mombasa has been hit so much hard. Mombasa is one of the cities in this country, but we have seen youth losing their lives because of this kind of practices. We have seen people losing their future just because they are addicted to drugs. And people are in this business to make money, whereby they are supplying the drugs to the youth. And it is not this issue of alcohol we see Gachagwa trying to fight in Mount Kenya. Though we know there is also another problem when these illicit brewers are using harm chemicals to prepare alcohol. Huku Western Changawa wanapika tu ya iui watu. Lakini huko ya Mount Kenya sijui wanaweka dawa gani ndani. Watu wanakuwa blind. People just die. Lakini huku mimi sijaona mambo kama hayo. But when you go to Coast Region, several drugs are on market. And the youth have been hit hard. This issue has angered the Mombasa governor, Abdulsamad Sharif. And he is asking one question to Gachagwa, who really fronted the issue of fighting drugs in this country. That you have everything at your disposal. Why is it that when it comes to fighting drugs, the only thing you can do when you go to Mombasa is to promise, we will do this in a couple of days, in a couple of months, tomorrow, and in hivyo. But nothing is happening on the ground. It is high time the Kenya Kwanza leaders to declare their interest as far as the issue of fighting drugs and drug barons in this country is concerned. He no longer wants to listen to promises. This time around he is issuing a warning to Gachagwa that if you don't sort out this mess, then I will have to organize in my own way to deal with this issue of fighting these drug barons. That when it comes to dealing with the teachers, nurses, those are health workers, even doctors, when they are protesting, we see police officers in arms tear gassing our doctors. They got an action of shooting live bullets to health workers just because they are protesting. But no time you will find them dealing with these drug barons. The question is why, and do you have interest in this issue? That's all what Abdulsamad is asking the Kenya Kwanza regime. Now we are continuing this webinar discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. For thank you so much. And again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, the fact is that if there is anyone depending on Gachagwa to sort out some issue like this issue of drugs, Gachagwa has no solution for your area, not unless if you are coming from Mount Kenya. This one I can tell you on camera, because we have seen him demonstrating this. That is the push he's leading. We know the wife is also trying to fight this, but in one way or another trying to empower the youth. But Gachagwa is concentrating on dealing with the issue of bar and illicit brew in Mount Kenya region. Masaya kufungua bar, police officers who are running bars, those people who are doing, unregistered breweries. Unatengeneza pombe huna license. Pombe yako ni haramu. We have seen Gachagwa trying to fight that in Mount Kenya. But tell me, where else are we seeing Gachagwa trying to show this interest of fighting this issue of drug addict or drug abuse? Where else has he tried to deal with this issue? If not only in some areas in Mount Kenya region. Wapi kwingine? Mimi sijawahi ona. So Gachagwa gets to Mombasa, and he gave promises that we are giving out. So when it comes to other areas, for him, it is warning. He keep on warning, but not taking action. Yet, we see youth turn into zombies. People with their mind. Young generation losing their focus, losing their future, losing their vision because they got addicted to these drugs. Sasa, kila jambo kubwa our good governor is asking this regime is to declare the interest as far as the issue of safeguarding these drug barons is concerned. Because they know them, they have the intelligence, that means they have the information about the drug barons. If you are not fighting this issue, so can we conclude and say that you are a part and parcel of this scam? That you are a beneficiary of this? If they are not coming out to fight, we are going to conclude that what the governor is telling us, if we interpret, is that these people have interest in this business to do with the drugs. That's why they come on and give empty promises, but they don't deal out with this issue so that our youth can be freed from this animal called drugs. Tuko na shida kubwa. Na vile wanazidi kunyamaza. Tuko na Muhammad Ali saa zingine akipiga makelele mingi sana. Saizi wako kwa serikali. But we see the problem is piling. We will lose the entire generation just because the government was sleeping. Lakini ikifika ni mambo ya kupiga tear gas wananchi ambao wanaambia serikali tuko njaa, they are quick on that. This is what is making Kenya to question this, and that is what has angered the governor. Kama ni maandamano, mko tayari kupiga tear gas, mnapiga paga a health worker who is not violent, who is not stealing, who is not robbing, but is just trying to speak his mind to the government. You tear gas him. Live bullet. Now nursing wound. But at your disposal, you have the intelligence, you know people who are selling drugs, but you leave them free. What is your interest in all this issue? So, mahali tumefika ni sawa na kungojea meli kwa uwanja wa ndege kama wewe ni mmoja wa wale watu ambao wanatarajia kwamba hii serikali ya William Ruto itafanyia wananchi kazi. Hawana mpango mzima wa kufanyia wananchi kazi. Mpango wao, it is just to benefit them. Maybe they are beneficiaries of this. Otherwise, if they are not beneficiaries, let them declare their interest and let them use the intelligence very well, because they are paid with taxpayers' money to sort out the issue of drug barons who are supplying drugs to the youth in Mombasa and elsewhere across this country.